All right, guys, what's up? It's your boy Will. I got my boy Jordan right here with me. He's an ecom degree student. He's going off right now in Amazon. You can tell him, Jordan, like what you've done this month in sales, if you want. As far as
Uh, the last 7 days, 25K.
you have it on your phone,
Yeah.
a lot of people are skeptical. So
Here, I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know if they can.
yeah, it's popping up, and that's actually what I wanted to talk about too. Actually, the first question that I've written down right here is first, where are you from and how old are you?
From Ottawa, Canada, 21 years old.
Okay, so yeah, so my boy is selling in the Canadian marketplace, which not a lot of my students are doing. To sell in the Canadian marketplace, because the market of it is smaller than the US one, it's technically actually like harder to do because there's less customers. But I mean, he's doing very well, selling in that marketplace, which is, I mean, if you live in the US, you have really no excuse to not do numbers. So my second question is, how did you find out about selling on Amazon?
Through your course. Originally started out doing Shopify. Wasn't doing bad, but Amazon, learned what you taught. And within like a few days of watching the tutorials, I was making like $100 a day. So,
How did you feel about like Shopify? How'd that experience go for you?
uh, so for me, Shopify was pretty tough, and I ended up losing money to be honest. So I was running it for like 3 days, 4 days, ran like a bunch of ads. Didn't really like, I don't know, it was a lot of work
Mm.
and it wasn't showing results. So then I went to the Amazon within a couple of days. I made all my money back from the course and a bunch more.
Yeah, with Shopify, there's a lot more like moving parts. So you got a
Exactly.
supplier, and most of them are from China. So to ship, you have to learn how to run Facebook ads, which is not
That
easy.
was that was
And
the hardest thing for me.
yeah, it's not a user friendly platform at all. So you have to learn how to do that, and then you have to build your own website. Whereas Amazon, you're selling brands that have been around for like years, and people already know them, people already buy them. So that's why I like Amazon.
Exactly.
I started out doing Shopify first as well. Started doing that like 3 years ago, and I still like Shopify, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of other.
I know you're doing very well on that, but it's just for some people it works, for some people it doesn't,
Yeah, exactly. It's just different people. So my other question is, were you skeptical at first before starting? Like
The thing is,
before
I was
selling, really were you skeptical at all, like before you even started Shopify, like just about the whole online money like wave?
the thing is I was never very skeptical because obviously Jordan Dooley put me onto you.
Mhm.
And I've known him for a while and I've been following you, so I knew what you were doing. It's just I never really had the money at the time to invest it, but then once I did, it just opened up a whole new source of income and a whole new world of making money.
Okay, for sure. What would you say to like people that are hesitant or skeptical? Maybe they just don't believe it's possible to like sell on Amazon or Shopify. Cause like I'm gonna be honest, like 3 years ago when I was in college, it kind of seemed like Shopify drop shipping, the idea kind of seemed far fetched to me as well. Like, because I was only seeing people on YouTube do it, and I didn't know anyone in person doing it. So,
Yeah.
well, what do you think? What would you tell someone that's like hesitant to do that?
But tell someone make the investment now before the price goes up because I paid a few $100s, made that back within a couple of days. So if you think it's a lot of money at the time, it's nothing compared to what you can make doing it properly.
For sure. So, next question is, how much are you currently making on Amazon? And how long ago did you start? Also, I didn't touch that.
How much profit or sales?
Just how much you can break it down. How much are you doing in sales currently? How much of that?
So I'll break down here. I'll
Okay,
break down yesterday's. So, or not year, on the 1st of June, I sold about 5,000 and I made 1,700 profit, which is more than I'd make in like 2 weeks I working full time. So
where did you used to work at, or where do you work at still?
I used to work at a casino. So money wasn't bad either. It was like,
Yeah.
but that just goes to show how quick you can make money doing this.
And how long ago did you start your Amazon store?
uh, the 14th of May.
Okay, so you've
So
been doing
like 3 weeks ago.
less than a month.
Yeah.
And what's the total that you're at right now, and then total sales and total profit?
Total sales around like 30K. Profit like probably 9.
That's what's up, bro. Those are crazy numbers to do like in your first. Those are crazy numbers to do like in your first 6 months, like realistically, first 6 months.
Yeah, that's
Because I know
really
when I first started Shopify, bro, it took me like 6, 7 months to make one sale. Like that shit was hard to figure out. So
yeah, facts.
it's crazy that you're doing that on Amazon your first month. Um, that leads on to the next question too. Like, what do you think made you so successful, like so quickly? What was it that like kind of clicked for you?
The thing is, for me, I'm not a big like how people spend a lot of time like analyzing
Yeah, that
product to make sure it works. Me, I'm kind of like a more like with like the reality of it, like what are people gonna need
mhm.
during this time, especially with the virus going on, like thinking, okay, people aren't leaving their house, so what are they gonna need to day by day in their house? Or even when they do leave the house, what are they gonna need with them? So finding those types of products for the type of time we're living in, it ended up working really well.
Yeah, facts. Like really just using like common sense because like that shit is not common anymore. Like just knowing, the what's happening in the world right now and just applying that to what you're selling on Amazon. So
Exactly.
it's interesting. Next,
Exactly. A lot of people.
yeah, go
Oh,
on.
oh, so I said a lot of people make it very difficult for themselves when it's really not the hardest thing.
Yeah, people be overthinking stuff all the time. Um, let's see. Any tips for people that are trying to start selling online? Like any new people that probably don't know anything about Shopify or they don't know anything about Amazon and they're trying to get into Amazon. Any tips for them? Because you're pretty new to this as well. You only started.
I am. I'm still learning stuff
Yeah.
every day. So one thing that I would recommend is start off shipping it by yourself unless you have a really big bankroll to support it. And I don't know, download the app on your phone and then you can see if you're buy box eligible. And
Yeah.
then
Because a lot of people they might source a product and they might see that it's doing well on Amazon, but if you're not eligible to have the buy box or you're not even able to sell that on Amazon without getting ungated or etc., then
exactly.
it'd be a good product to sell. So
Yeah. Right when I list a product, I'll instantly go on the app and make sure I'm buy box eligible. If I'm not, then there's no use to list that. And then you just gotta try a different listing or try something else. Because that's the biggest thing that I found, especially.
exactly. So, I mean, like I said, this was going to be a quick little interview. I just wanted to show people that this shit really is possible. But let's talk about like the future of your Amazon store. So, you've been doing this for like 3 weeks and a half, almost a month. You're at like 30K in sales right now, $9,000 in profit. What do you think the next steps are? What are you trying to hit in a month next? How are you going to scale from here? I know we talked about securing higher credit lines, etc. But where do we go from here to scale this?
Actually, just yesterday, I hired a VA, virtual assistant, someone that I have fulfill my orders.
Mm-hmm.
So with that happening now, I'm actually able to focus on the next product, the next move I'm making. So that's a big thing. And ideally by Christmas time, when people are starting a Christmas shop, I want to have a couple of products FBA fulfilled by Amazon so they can get it within the 2 days. And that'll be big during that time. So
Yeah, for sure. So you're thinking 6 months ahead. Um,
yeah,
Christmas time. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely that Q4 e-commerce goes crazy. Like e-commerce is already going crazy right now, but Q4 is like prime time. So it's good that you're thinking ahead. Definitely if you have prime shipping during those holiday times, you're gonna do well. But I appreciate you hopping on this little interview. I'm gonna throw it on the podcast. It's gonna be on my YouTube channel as well. And yeah, man, appreciate you for having you on.
all right, bro. Thank you.